Welcome to Coming In Hot. Guys, we're live in the bedroom. John and I are doing a special edition. We have kicked it up a notch. We are not in the studios. We are now recording in our bed. Okay, this is where we're at. We just got back from a work trip and we were like, you know what? We're going to do a Valentine's edition because we were talking about Valentine's coming up. It's something that we have talked about since we were young, especially the girls, right? It's like this romantic day that you just build up in your head like New Year's or like any other holiday. And you start to wonder, is it all just a scam? Right? Is it just a scam just to make you feel guilty and buy more shit? Or is it really something that's important for couples who are busy, and especially ones with family and running around, like just to have a night that it's scheduled and you need to celebrate each other? So I think that's the real question to kick off with, John, because 20 years later, it does change how you feel about it. It really does. But John, welcome. Look at John and his cozies.
I am so happy we're doing this because now I get to know what to get her for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, he
and
never
we get
knows.
to set some expectations. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us, do you think it's a scam?
I think it's a scam.
You do?
Yes.
Why?
Because you shouldn't just have one day to be your Valentine.
See, I taught him right.
And then they try to push it onto the kids at school, and you have to give people Valentines and flowers.
That's ridiculous.
And then you have the kids who feel left out because they're not getting anything. I think it's overdone.
You know what? That's a good point with the kids, especially. It's like one more thing to like have to do at school, run around. And it's like, do they even understand it? Like, it's just another reason to like hand out a bunch of shit.
Candy, and the parents are the ones who have to scramble and do it. It's not the kids.
Ridiculous,
it's like
honestly.
they're really a benefit to it. My view is no, it's the Hallmark holiday.
Do you feel like it's like obligatory romance? Like it?
Yes, I do. I think you need to be able to do it all the time or when not expected. What this does is it sets that expectation like you have to do it, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Right, and it doesn't mean as much because it does
right.
when someone does something without you asking or without knowing or a little bit of a surprise to it, like they're just thinking about you, it does mean so much more, like getting flowers or getting something on a random day, like I was thinking about you, or if you're out and you're like, you know what, just get it, like you deserve it. That means more than this forced day that you, again, build up in your head and you have all these huge expectations. Like, and then you go and you're like, the restaurant's packed. It could not be more annoying. Everything is overpriced. Flowers die, the chocolate gets eaten, and you're just kind of like, what are we doing? So we're going to have a little rapid fire. We're going to have like a little edited Valentine's. What are our thoughts? And
Or unedited.
Unedited, that's what I meant. Couples audit on Valentine's. Okay, John, are you ready?
I am ready.
Do you feel the pressure to perform, or do you genuinely like the excuse to celebrate?
Perform as in... Wait, can you repeat the question?
Do you feel the pressure to perform, like you've got to come up with something
Yes,
big?
I do.
Yeah.
I am the worst planner, gift giver. It stresses me out more than you can imagine.
But why? Can you tell people? Because maybe a lot of men and women are feeling this too. What is so hard about it?
To not meet expectations and get that,
But if you don't try at all, it's even worse.
well, it depends.
But it's like, are you really making the effort then? It's like, do you know this person? Do you know what they like? You know what I mean? Because you're now making it about them. And you're making it like, oh, they're too hard. Like, they're just going to be disappointed.
Remember,
so like, I'm not even going to try.
Remember, Valentine's Day isn't a one-way street. Either our anniversaries, like a birthday, right? I think this is where things are getting a little bit mixed up, that the women expect shit on Valentine's Day. Well, why shouldn't the men expect stuff? Like, why shouldn't they?
Because you don't really care.
Well, no, that's bullshit. It doesn't matter. And this is why
you're
I think...
famous for being like, that's okay. Like, that's cute. Like, it honestly makes no sense for me to buy you anything or to do anything because you literally are like, you just don't say anything.
Well,
like, it doesn't excite you the way it excites me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Well,
always like,
gifts don't, because you can go and get whatever you want, right? But if we did something together and planned something together, like we planned to go to this nice restaurant on the Friday, we're gonna go.
oh yeah,
for
we
lunch.
saw someone post about it on TikTok, my friend Blair, and honestly, we were like, wait, we've never seen this place. That is so cute, and that's something that John and I used to do a lot, was take turns planning something, trying something new, whether it's a restaurant activity or going to see something new exhibit, whatever, new movie, just to like, get you, because it is easy to just get into that routine, into that rut. especially when you have kids, especially when you're exhausted, the last thing you're thinking about is planning and doing things. It is nice to just kind of keep that going throughout the year. Okay, all right, ready, John?
Yeah.
What is one unromantic thing we do daily that actually makes us feel more connected than a candlelit dinner?
Unromantic?
Yeah.
I think having our coffee together.
Wait, why?
What?
You think it's unromantic?
Yeah,
You
that's
don't
not.
think-
I mean, that's not romantic,
That's true.
right? You're just sitting having a coffee together and chatting, and
Yeah, I like the coffee time. And I love
Yeah.
when you bring me a coffee. That's something that it is. That's a question that's coming up, but it's true. It's like those little gestures that just make. Someone recently wrote that a husband and wife on vacation is basically that when the man goes out to get coffee in the morning is basically like when men used to hunt and gather and bring back something for the children and the wife, that's what the coffee is now. Basically, and I really thought that was funny because it's so true.
We're going out to hunt for
Coffee
food.
on vacation.
Yeah.
Even when we're just like watching TV, I know it's like unromantic or like we're just sitting scrolling on our phones. And I know people are like, oh my God, but we will literally be cracking up laughing over TikToks, or we'll send each other. We literally will be in opposite ends of the house and start sending each other TikToks that I'm like crying laughing. And then John will send me one back. And I find that is so unromantic. We're sitting on our phones. But even if we're sitting together the other night at the hotel, like just going through, just hanging out quietly, peacefully, each doing what we want to do. It's not romantic.
Things that we learned. Yeah.
Yeah, or share. And I find that to be something that keeps you connected.
Yes.
That's not romantic. You know what I mean? Okay. Are you ready? Coming in hot, memory lane, the first 30 days. Okay. So what was your first impression of me? The first moment you saw me? First impression. And where were we? Tell the story a little bit.
We were outside a club going into our friend's birthday party. Caroline and her boyfriend at the time walked up behind us.
I think boyfriend is a very strong word.
He was a friend of a boy. And I saw her and she's like, "Are you here for Jody's birthday?" We said yes. And I'm like, oh my God. Yep. That's it.
Wait, what do you mean, oh my God?
Oh my God. Loved you right there.
Really?
From the moment. Yes.
And I saw him, and the reason I said, "Are you here for Jody's?" Because number one, they look like they maybe would be going to the same party I am. Two,
Yeah, because this club,
it was
we stood out, let's just say.
and literally I was like, he was so cute. I remember my immediate instinct, and I said this in my head, was he's exactly the type that like would be my type. I was like, why don't I ever meet people like him? And I'm with this guy. Like, I remember thinking, oh my God, he's so cute. And I was like, okay, I got to make a move here. So I was like, okay, I'm going to ask if they're going to Jody's, because we were all in this random crowd. So I was like, oh, are you going to Jody's? Like all cutesy. And when he locked eyes with me, no, but you guys, it was like that. When people say love at first sight, there is something to that weird immediate attraction or immediate, like, you do feel weirdly like that's my guy. Mm-hmm. I don't know. So that night we ended up hanging out, and we were all just like chatting and doing tequila shots and having so much fun. And I ended up being kind of chummy with my now sister-in-law and his identical twin brother, because there was two of them. So I was like, oh my God, there's two of them? Like, yes, please. And they were so cute and so nice. And we exchanged phone numbers that night, and the rest is history. But yeah, I thought he was so cute, immediately attracted. Okay, so what was the first growing pain or red flag that we hit that we can laugh about now?
Our first anniversary.
Oh. And Christmas.
What was Christmas?
It was Christmas and birthday, right? Was that when it's like where I was like so disappointed?
Well, that's.
Is that what you mean?
Okay. Well, yeah, yes.
Like a first time that he needed to buy me something.
Yeah,
right,
the
special
gifting,
occasion.
right.
And he was in a full panic. I remember us going into Tiffany's and his hands were shaking and he felt really uncomfortable. And again, our upbringings were very different that way, where my parents, honestly, we walked into any store, they were very comfortable. We would shop, we would buy gifts. It wasn't an issue. Whereas with John, he really didn't grow up like that. Wasn't his norm. So I think, right? Did you just feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, just didn't know what to get or what to spend or what. Yeah, that was.
And I just remember, and I don't know. I was definitely, my form of love at the time was everything I need from my parents was, you buy a gift to show that you care. Like you get something that you love, something that you want, to show love, to show forgiveness, to show any of it.
Forgiveness,
It
yes,
was always a gift, right?
Because that's what your dad did.
Yeah, all the
a lot.
time. So for me, it was kind of like, you can't even just do a little, like that to me was like, he can't show that gesture, right? But obviously we laugh about it now because now he gets a list. We know very well that we have to plan ahead, or I just buy something that I want, or I tell John a couple of different things.
Yes,
or
you've got to let me know.
Or
I
we
can't
have great
read your mind.
friends who are jewelers.
Yes,
and
well, that's, yeah.
he can always reach out and they lead him in the right direction.
I think one time I got you a spatula.
And like a sandwich
for
knife.
A sandwich knife for our peanut butter.
Yep.
However,
and
we still have it and we still use it. And it's the favorite thing for the boys. It's the best thing to make sandwiches
It
with.
was very good.
It was.
It's just like, that's not what I wanted for my birthday.
Well, it wasn't. I don't
but
think it
I
was
kind
for
of
your
was
birthday,
like, I felt like that could have been just a cute surprise gift.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean? Not like the main gift, just to be brutally honest.
Okay, well then here's like, and this is, I think the biggest thing
like
is.
I wanted a bag, I wanted jewelry, and John handed me a spatula.
Okay, yes. Well.
I mean,
better than a vacuum. So understanding what's in your head, I don't know. And that is where you can't let the men guess. Stop it, ladies.
You can't read our minds.
No, we cannot read your minds. And dropping subtle hints, they may not be subtle enough. Just be direct about what it is that you want.
Have wish lists at all your favorite places.
It's like, oh, you know me, so you should know me. I'm like, no, I don't know what you want in this moment, or which version of you, because there are sometimes 30 going around in your head. So, and what dream am I trying to fulfill that you've built up in your head? And that's the hardest thing, is when she builds up dreams in her head or ideas of what it should be like. And when you don't fulfill that, even it could be the best, but you didn't quite hit it because she didn't quite tell you and she built it up where it's unrealistic expectations, then you're like the bad guy.
Like Catalina.
Like, so first anniversary, we wanted to just do something. Hey, let's go do something. And
John's like, I'm planning a surprise.
I planned a surprise.
He told me it's going to be, you did.
No, I said it's going to be fun. It will be fun and whatever. Surprise getaway. No. This is where what's in your head versus the words coming out. Yes.
I believed in my head that he was planning this amazing romantic vacation. Like I, in my head, was picturing Paris. I was picturing like the Nile. I was picturing like the fucking pyramids in Egypt. Like that's literally where my head was at. I was like, oh my God, he's so romantic. This is amazing. He's planning this, like, and I'm like planning and packing. We get into the car. Picture this. I think I'm going on basically the Concorde to Paris. We pull up and we're driving. We keep driving. And I'm like, why aren't we going to the airport? I'm like, what's happening? We pass LAX. I was like, wait, what? End up in Long Beach and we pull up to the port. Mm-hmm. And I was like, why is there a ferry? And where are we going?
Yeah, we passed the airport and she's like, wait, where are we going?
And we ended up in Catalina, which I will say, you guys,
we did take a helicopter there.
That was a good surprise, I will say. And we took the ferry back. We both almost puked. But I will say it was an incredible weekend. I did have a great time, but I thought I was going to Paris and I was going to the tiny island off the coast here in California that is super cute.
You could have thought it was like the French
like Italian
island.
Right. I mean, I could have thought it was Capri.
Yeah, Capri.
But I didn't. And I was disappointed, and we pulled up to our little Airbnb. The helicopter was really cool. I have to say that kind of, it was very cool. And then we got into this cute little bed and breakfast. And of course, John and I, we ended up going to the happy hour. We ended up chit-chatting with everybody in the lobby. Do you remember?
Yeah.
We had the best time.
We went for a hike that was
13 miles.
13 miles. And that's when I'm like, okay, are we going to keep this going or am I going to leave her out there?
With the buffalo.
And no, we did a long ass hike and we came back and I had a massage ready for her waiting and champagne and everything.
And it was great. We went to some cute little restaurants in town and we had the best time, but it was genuinely this idea of crazy expectations and then what the reality is, and we've got to live in reality. Why was I thinking that we were going to Paris? Like, we did not have the money to be doing something like that, and yet I was thinking we were doing it.
Yeah,
I would say make wish lists, whether it's travel wish lists, like jewelry wish lists, have wish lists at your favorite jewelers or friends, and have things that they can pick from, that they can look at so that they feel comfortable and they do get you something you really want.
Yeah.
And, plan trips together too, because it's always fun, or adventures or trying something
Well,
new.
yeah, you got to plan things together that you
Like
both wanna
skydiving.
do. Oh,
That
yeah,
was fun.
That was fun.
Shit my pants, but
Yeah.
it was fun.
Yeah.
And that was something, again, just to do something different, try something new. John had been skydiving, but that was on my bucket list. Do bucket list things is actually a great anniversary gift.
What
right?
is-
Things on your
okay.
bucket list.
So what is
Oh, what's on your bucket
our
list, John?
bucket list?
I'm going to say swimming with great white sharks.
Oh, yes, that's one. Okay, what about a vacation?
I really want to do the Amazon. I
Yes,
really would
that's
love to do the
that's
Amazon
what I
and
was
really
gonna say.
see like the jungle side and do Machu Picchu and all that. I really would like to see that.
Yes,
How
a
about you?
cruise down the Amazon and staying in like a hut
Yes.
along there. That would
Yeah.
be fun. I agree.
Taking the boys on a huge safari. We did that for our honeymoon, and till this day, I will say it's my all-time favorite vacation that's not with the kids. What's your top? Without the
Vacation?
kids and then with the kids.
The safari blew expectations away.
Yeah.
Even when I was traveling across Asia, all the things you got to see, it was very quick, day in every country, but you see the world, you're like, oh, wow.
When you were doing that with Jim?
With Jim, yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't do that. I don't travel like that. I would be having a nervous breakdown. So,
She's-
but John literally can spend not
Staying
sleep.
a hostel is like, yeah, I
Like,
can
no,
sleep
thank
pretty
you.
much anywhere, anytime,
And he can
and
have
do whatever.
boost of
And quick.
energy at any moment.
and walk miles and miles.
He
in the
doesn't get
city.
tired. He
No.
just needs a coffee
Just
or an
let's
energy
go.
drink.
Yeah, let's go. So,
Okay, so that's, and then with the kids, what was your favorite trip? What's something good for families? I will say
Japan.
Japan,
I mean, Costa Rica was amazing.
spectacular. And then Japan, I would
Italy.
say yes.
I mean,
I love
yeah,
Italy.
yeah.
I loved Italy because easy food. Kids always like
Yeah.
pasta and pizza, so you're good. And the people are so friendly and they're very family oriented.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
the restaurants, everywhere,
Yeah.
they love your kids. So
Yeah.
it's wonderful. I'm gonna say one thing for me that I can laugh about now. I wasn't used to sharing. I wasn't used to people in my things. And I remember when John moved in, I thought I was gonna have a nervous breakdown with him touching my things or in my bathroom.
still is.
I still
I
don't,
don't
like
touch her
it.
shit.
I don't like people going through my drawers. I don't like, ask me, I will get it for you, or I'll say, yeah, go get it. But to me, it's such an invasion of privacy. I'm like, just don't go in my shit. I don't go in yours. Don't go in mine. And that was hard for me because John grew up with a twin, identical twin they did everything together. They shared everything. So for him, it's not a thought, right?
No, right.
Which, thank God, because if I had somebody who was the same as me, we'd probably be living in separate houses right now, so we don't
Oh my
touch
God.
any of each other's things. Anyway, okay, moving on. We laugh about it now. So how do you keep from becoming just roommates or business partners in the chaos of kids and work?
I mean, sometimes you do become like roommates and business partners. You just got to realize when you're doing that. And that's why having regular date nights or things that you do. But I think putting on music and dancing
Yeah, that always gets us in a good mood.
That's always gets you in a good mood. So having those things that brings that little spark back is always good. And you know what that is in a relationship, the things that make you smile. And you go back to when, before you had kids, what did you do before there were other stresses? Those usually are the ones that will last throughout. And for us, it's even like getting away and travel. We were just together in a little trip and we just went and did something new and fun. And we've always done new adventurous things. And so it's like even in Seattle, going up on the big Ferris wheel, right? And going and
Totally.
just trying something different and taking that adventure. Because then it creates
yeah.
a memory.
I really do think as you grow older and as your marriage gets longer with kids and with everything else and with work, there is something about going back to those roots of like, we always danced, like we'd always put music on in the morning and it would always pump us up and put us in a good mood. So it's like just kicking off the day with like that cup of coffee, that kiss in the morning, and just starting off right. Like if John comes in and is talking to me about work first thing, or he's coming at me with something first thing, then it's like it just triggers a defensiveness or this. Whereas
Yes.
there is something
does.
about just starting off positive, starting off in a good mood. That's something that always puts us, in a good place. Also, those little trips. That's something that John and I used to do all the time, was try something new, travel to a new place. And this trip to Seattle, even though it was a little work trip, we were only there for 24 hours basically, but there was something that totally reconnected us. Once we took a long walk, and we went on the Ferris wheel, and we were laughing and listening to music, and then we went into an antique store. We just started seeing
we
things.
like doing funny things.
Yeah.
Like when with all the characters, these carvings, these guys, and you just go do fun, crazy stuff. Like
And just laugh and have the beer on the, on the fair, go for the VIP, make it fun, and just remind yourselves to laugh. Laughter is such incredible medicine.
Yes,
I honestly believe that. Really quick, if you could go back and give our first date selves one piece of advice, what would it be? Or just when you're first dating. I think it's just I'm going to answer this first. Be honest about your things. Like, be honest about, like, especially when you're dating. I'm not saying that the first thing you say is, oh, credit card debt, or you say something like that. But I think it's, again, about when you're starting that relationship, don't hide things about yourself. Like, be honest about who you are. Be honest about the things you like. Don't pretend to be somebody you're not, or try to fit into somebody's box or world. Like, again, that isn't long lasting, and it's hard to maintain and keep up. So for me, it's like, always just be yourself. Even if it's not going to work out, that's okay. You rather know sooner than later.
Yeah, definitely don't force it or pretend to be someone else. Things that you don't like, because it eventually will get old.
Yep.
And if you don't like something. And also, I do think, what is your vision of the future? What are you like with kids, with money, with like overall life as you get old? What do you want to be doing? What is that idea in your head of, and that dream that you have? And I think putting those out there, like the dreams that you have, are really important, because it helps paint the picture of what they're thinking. Because usually those dreams don't change so much, and they're there for some reason. It's like Caroline and how she pictured a wedding, or pictured kids, or how you take care of kids, or discipline, or all those things are really important to have that discussion and understand. And how you treat money, how you think about money. Are you a saver, spender? Why? And getting to the root cause of those things is really important. And I do think asking what they like and dislike about their parents is really good, and the things that they do. And then don't do the things they don't like. Do the things that they like.
Yeah, it's pretty simple, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so what has our definition of romance changed from when we first got married to now? I'm going to say, for me, it's changed in the sense of, it's not like these butterflies in your stomach and this, like,
what?
No, I'm saying like that excitement of, like, again, it becomes more normal, becomes routine. And I think the calm, the peace, the feeling of security, or the feeling of being safe with someone, like they're not running around, they're not doing shit behind your back. You see a lot of that. And like, I think when you feel safe and you can really be yourself, you don't have to put on a show. That to me is very romantic. When John is really happy for me, when something happens, I find that to be very romantic. Like, that really lifts me up. When John comes in and brings me that cup of coffee every morning, that shows a lot of love to me. Like, I really appreciate that. Or when he, when he gets excited, when I love something, or packages come in and he's not pissed about it, it's so fun. Like, you feel like this, this connection, you know what I mean? And it's like, it is hard. Like, you're not going to have all the shits and giggles like you used to have. We can't go out. I mean, we're not going to go out to all these dinners every night. We don't even care about that anymore.
We never really did.
But you force things like that, of like having to go out.
Well, you
like,
have to
we
go.
don't feel we're happy at home. We're happy to hang out. We're happy to watch a show. And I find that to be super romantic. Us just sitting at home watching a great doc.
Yeah, I don't think we were never the hot and heavy. Such passion. It was always just a love. And so it's not like you went hot and heavy and then
it died down.
It died, right? It was always this, and it's doing new things, having fun. I think that's been always the spark. And we got that, like this past weekend, it was where you do the fun things and you joke around and you have fun with each other.
You remember what you love about each other, right, at the end of the day, because you are exhausted. You can be cranky. Life does get hard. It's complicated. But again, just trying to remind yourself and bringing you back to what made you feel good in the beginning is always important.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the hardest part about balancing business of the family with being lovers? What is that do you find hard? Because I think for us, we do talk business a lot. It is our world.
Yeah.
The business is our life. It isn't just like, oh, we go off to work. Our entire life is the business. So it is hard to separate. I'm not going to lie. If we're on vacation, I am filming. We are looking at DMs. We are responding. Like, we are doing those things, but we love it. We enjoy it. We have fun doing it. Yes, there are hard days. There are hard moments. And those moments you have to talk. You have to have really strong communication skills and setting those boundaries. Again, me constantly, I've told John a few times and now he understands. It's like first thing in the morning is not my best time. Like, just give me some warning. Set me up for success so that I don't overreact or I feel good about what you're saying, because you take things the wrong way when you're cranky. So it's those little things. Yes. I think keeping the romance is having those moments where you can shut down, go have some fun, go laugh. I'm still going to be filming it. I'm still going to be working, but we're doing something we love and are having fun making a memory.
Right.
What about you?
What was the question again?
How do you keep from becoming just roommates or business partners in the chaos of kids and work?
You just got to always just remember, it's like, what's your purpose? Also, when you're showing the kids the relationship, and you're going to have arguments and disagreements, and no one expects to change everyone. So you have to manage. And I think taking a deep breath and say, is it worth it? Do I need to bring this up? Is this a fight I want to have? Or, you know what?
Does it really necessary?
Right. Does it matter?
Yeah. Like John and I will sometimes say, like, is it information I really need to know, or I really need to hear? Like, especially if it's about work, it's like, technically, do I need to know this? Because it's just more input and more information where I'm already overstimulated and exhausted. And it's like, if I don't need to know that, please just don't test me with it, because I'm gonna freak out.
Right.
So it's those little things of just having some boundaries, because, again, we are 24/7, 7 days a week. But those little boundaries of timing help a lot.
Yes.
And communication skills is
and
huge.
Styles.
Yeah. So what is one thing John does that makes Caroline feel vibrant and unstoppable? Ooh. Mm-hmm. I think for me,
when I listen to my Gabri Ponte or my EDM or...
That's what you put. Like, when do you make... It's like when John's happy and he's like excited for me, and like, he's excited about what I'm doing or like proud of me, whatever, like that makes you feel unstoppable. Like, it makes you feel like, yes, we got this. It's going to be so good. Like, I'm somebody who's, again, very big dreamer, very big. Mm-hmm. Like, I just assume it's going to work out. I am somebody who just believes in the power of saying, yes, I got this. It's going to work out. It's going to happen. I'm not as much the worrywart of like, okay, what if this all collides? That's more John.
I'm a
realistic.
Hope for the best, plan for the worst. And unfortunately, when you plan for the worst, you got to talk about it. And Caroline doesn't like to talk about that. No, like, okay, what are we going to do if this happens? We're going to hope for the best. We're going to work toward that. That's the vision. And then how do you get there? And that's where I come into play is she sets her vision and dream, and then I help figure out how to plan it, because that's what I do. And make it happen. Otherwise, it still will be a dream.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Who is more likely to ruin a romantic moment by checking an email or talking about the kids' schedule?
Me.
If we were stranded on an island, who is the hunter-gatherer and who is the one trying to find a way to make a cocktail?
Hunter-gatherer, for
Find
sure.
a cocktail. Aperol Spritz, wherever we go, baby. Okay, what is a habit I have that you've learned to love, even if it originally or still drives you crazy?
Oh, shopping.
Yeah. That's his
shopping.
His worst nightmare. Mine is his lack of shopping.
I buy shit just for around the house, not as much for myself.
or the slow to respond. That's something
God.
For me that
I think
is
before,
brutal.
Yeah.
Because I'm somebody who's definitely fast-paced, get it done, think quick, make a decision, hurry up, let's go, let's talk about it. Where John has to sit, he has to think, he has to take time. He may not, you could be talking for 2 hours, he may not say a single word. Like, he may just stare at you. And I'm like, am I talking to a wall? but he's really just taking it all in, and then he'll come back with something hours later. But I'm more of the waiting kills me. So that's something that we try to work through. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. We kind of talked of one bucket list adventure we haven't done yet because we've been too busy being parents. What's a bucket list you'd want to do with the kids?
I told them sharks. We're going to go swimming with the great whites as soon as they hit 18.
Okay, this is a good one. In 10 years, when the kids are older, what does our Tuesday night look like?
And they're out of the house as empty nesters.
Yes, so we're 10 years in.
What's great is we can do whatever we want. We can set weekends whenever we want. We can go wherever we want. I would love to do just something new, something different, especially because there's less crowds on Tuesdays.
I think in 10 years, we'll still be doing the same thing in the sense of like maybe going for dinner with friends. You know what I mean? You have the ability to just like get up and go, being able to do more trips, like day trips, or going to do a fun adventure, spend the night somewhere, go to dinner somewhere else, drive somewhere, you know what I mean? And go to dinner, that you have more freedom and flexibility.
We want to keep doing new things.
We definitely want to keep doing new things, and travel is definitely a big part of that. What is the one thing you hope never changes about us, no matter how much our lives shift?
I think just the ability to laugh and have fun. Like when we would sing to your mom and just sing talk everything.
Do you guys sing talk?
Oh my God.
If you have not tried this at home, please, if you want to laugh your ass off with your partner, go to your parents' place and literally sing every single word that you say.
Everything.
Like everything. And do not stop singing to the point where you wait to see who notices that you literally like, John, can you get me a cup of coffee?
Yes, I can.
My parents.
Would you like cream in it?
I would love some cream. Literally, we would do this to my parents and torture them over Christmas break.
And dance parties.
And dance parties.
Unprompted dance parties.
Yes, and just having fun. And I'll be like, I'll say to John, smile.
Oh,
smile, laugh, and and it'll trigger, he'll like fake smile, and then he starts laughing because it just makes you laugh. So just reminding people to be happy, just reminding each other to smile, reminding each other to choose happy. It's not that serious. No. We are very lucky. It could be so much worse, so much harder. We are so fortunate that we have real love that is respectful and kind, and we really do want to see each other win. It does not mean we don't argue. It does not mean that we don't get frustrated and want to jump into a car and run away. It just means we're willing to work it out, and we're willing to take the time to have the conversation, to communicate, and we want to try to make it work, right, at the end of the day. And I think if you're willing to grow and evolve with each other, that's the greatest long-lasting relationship. Yeah. All right, just to close this out, this has been so fun because Valentine's Day is around the corner. Our plans, just to let you guys know, we found this cute little restaurant on TikTok, so we're going to try that for lunch. And then we have our best friend's birthday, so we get to go out for a nice restaurant dinner for his birthday, which is amazing. And that is kind of a fun friends
on the 15th,
Valentine's.
Yeah.
And ladies, don't forget to go out with your girlfriends. Have a girls' night in. Galentine's. Like I used to do that all the time with my girlfriends. We wouldn't go to the restaurants. We literally have a fun dinner at home, cook, order in your favorites, dress in your cute pajamas, watch your favorite show, have a glass of wine. It's not that serious. Have some fun. Celebrate yourself. Buy yourself a gift. Buy yourself flower. I can buy myself flower. You can. Yes, you can. And just remind yourself that you're worth it. And you know what? It's just another fucking day.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. What would you say is your greatest piece of relationship advice?
Listen. Yeah, just listen. Don't always have to respond and fix. Yes, I'm a fixer, but I need to just listen.
And I would say communicate, I think, is being able to have honest, real conversations without always wanting to run away or walking out the door. Being able to have hard talks and still want to stay, because I think it's super important. Yeah. And I think it makes you stronger.
Yeah. And I think one of the biggest learnings that I had, because growing up as a twin, and then with my group of friends, as Caroline can attest to, we always would just kind of poke fun at each other and say things. And I'm like, the thing I had to learn is to not do that with Caroline in front of other people. Like you don't put people down. You don't, even just a little slight, but it's,
good one,
you have
John.
to be very careful in that. And
Actually,
it was challenging.
I will say this because this is something that you guys don't know. We actually have never talked about it, but it's something that to me really would hurt my feelings or would make me really uncomfortable because I'm always like, you're on the same team.
Yeah.
You don't make fun of somebody or make a joke or hit below the belt in front of other people because it's like, is the joke on you? Because I'm not in on the joke. Like wasn't joking about that or I wasn't talking about that. And John, again, he wasn't doing it. It's like him and his friends. And I know they just poke fun. They constantly criticize and joke around and they all like can insult each other, make fun of each other, and they all laugh it off and are fine. I've never had that. I don't do that with my friends. We're actually very empowering and very kind to each other. So to me, those little jokes when John's with friends or we're out with people, he's normally just joking like he does with all his friends, but he's doing it with me and I don't like it.
Yeah.
So we had to learn. I had to literally tell him a few times, point it out and be like, what you said right there, like that did not sit well with me. I don't think it's funny. And he had to learn and had to take it. And it was a really good learning lesson. So ladies, always, again, don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to say, what doesn't feel good or what doesn't feel right. Because again, the intention isn't always bad. It's sometimes just a bad habit that you have to change.
Yes.
Right. And it's so worth it because once that stops, now it's so much better, right? Like who wants to feel that way? So having those open conversations again and really communicating, I think is key to any healthy relationship, and always showing respect at the end of the day, having respect for that person and wanting to see them happy, choosing happy.
Choose happy.
Choose happy.
Okay. Lightning round. Last thing. Ready?
Okay. Tell me.
Okay. Morning person or night owl?
Morning person.
I'm a night owl. Fine dining or tacos in a dive bar?
Tacos in a dive bar.
Tacos in a dive bar. Yes. The big spoon or little spoon?
Big spoon.
You like to be big spoon?
Oh, little spoon.
Little spoon.
I've been eating
I
with
big
a spoon.
spoon.
I actually
Big
like
spoon.
eating
Oh.
with a big spoon.
Okay, well then, I like eating with a big spoon too. You get more. Physical touch or acts of service?
Acts of service.
Acts of service. Vacation, mountain cabin or tropical beach?
Oh, that's tough. I'm going to say beach.
Beach. Or, okay, lake front or beach?
Lakefront.
Lakefront. Who's the good cop with the kids?
John.
You're a good cop.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good cop.
Yeah, I'm bad cop. Snooze button 1, 5, or never?
Snooze button. 1.
One time?
One time. Sometimes 2, because I do them 10 minutes apart.
Who's the better driver?
John.
Yes. Mario.
He's Mario Andrade. He
John
scares,
Andretti.
just so you know, Monica and Becky are terrified when they're in the car with John.
I have yet to be in an accident.
He's amazing.
I've only
He's
had
very
2
good.
tickets.
I was in the
One
car for
for
one
speeding.
of them.
Yeah.
With the kids.
3 tickets. But yeah, never.
It was a good lesson though to tell them this is what you don't do.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The
Exactly.
kids.
Don't drive 98 miles an hour while going to Palm Springs, and they still bring it up. Deep talk or let's just watch a movie.
Deep talk.
Let's just watch a movie.
Yeah, I could go both ways.
The messy one or the clean freak?
I have to say we're both clean freaks. I think there is so much stuff here that it's messy, but there is control in the sense that I do clean up. I make my bed. I put my
you're
clothes
clean.
away.
Yeah, you're
I
clean.
mean,
Even your jewelry is truly clean.
Thank you.
You are clean, but you have a lot of stuff that's cluttered. And your mom always had that in like her bathroom when we would visit. I am very much clean, but not overly clean where it's like so bad. And I actually like to clean. So I'll clean dishes. I'll clean what's in the sink.
And we both like things clean, thank God.
Yeah,
We both
yeah.
are not messy.
Yeah.
We don't throw our
We're
clothes
not
on the
dirty
floor.
people.
We're not dirty people. We always
We're
clean
not
up.
gross.
We always
Yeah.
straighten up.
You're always showered clean.
Always.
Yeah, always. Maybe your hair, when they say it's dirty, it's
Maybe it is dirty.
a little bit.
But I'm okay
But
with
it
it.
looks better dirty.
It does. I actually
Yeah.
love it dirty. Whatever.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
That's it.
That's it? Okay, one quick one. Spend an hour researching, $20 purchase on Amazon.
I would spend an hour researching. Too much researching a $20 thing. I have to learn is it worth it? No, my time is money.
Yeah, I'm just like,
She just buys. She's impulsive. I am not. I overthink. But that's really good because there's certain things you have to think about.
there's certain things where John has like now seen like it's fun. It's nice to look nice. He will once in a while, like when he gets dressed and he feels good, or certain vacations when we do that extra thing, or, spend a little bit more, but do something that's really fun. It's a great memory. Little things like that. I've pushed him where he sees the value and understands that like sometimes you've got to spend to make, or sometimes you've got to spend to just it's okay to enjoy life a bit. But he definitely teaches me, yes, I don't need to spend it all. Okay. So bottom line, I love you,
That's
John.
it. I love you.
And
we'll
thank you
keep
for
having
joining
fun.
me. And we're going to keep having
Keep
fun for the
laughing.
next
And
100
we're
years.
gonna have fun.
I love you. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. We love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the love and support. I really am super grateful for all of you. So please follow, like, comment, send us some questions. Rocco's saying hi. We love you. We'll see you next week. Happy Valentine's Day. Mwah. Bye.